and welcome back to another video, and hopefully the last one, on the bargain Ford Focus. For those that follow you, those of you that follow me on Instagram, Salvage Rebuilds, for the little sneak peeks, would have seen me in my truck yesterday on my way to Essex, where I purchased all of the parts for this car in colour. We are still going to have a little bit of work done on that back wheel arch, but we now have that door in colour. Front bumper, wing. We have the correct headlight, the bumper fog light, and the fog light cover. And you know what I'm like, guys? If you don't ask, you don't get. So I was quite cheeky, and I took that sort of moonstony blue coloured front panel with me and said to the chap, would you mind swapping that for me? And he said, absolutely not. So there you go, that paid off. We now have even the front panel in silver. So I'm not going to sit here going on and on about it. You all know the car, you know how cheap it was. And I've just bought all of those bits for £150 all in. I did have to go through the Dartford tunnel in the truck. So that cost me £10 there and back, and £20 worth of diesel. So I think you would agree, £180 for all of those parts was an absolute steal, especially them being in colour. So let's stop going on about it, get on and try and get this all buttoned up, ready for the paint shop. I am waiting for a logbook, so I just need to put it together, send it to the paint shop. As soon as the logbook comes, hopefully the car will come back and it'll be ready to go. Let's get on with it. And show the progress of how we're getting on. Chris just give me a hand. He's straightened out that bracket, which is absolutely perfect now, and it matches the other side identically. We do need to get an ECU box for it. I completely forgot all about it. I've just rung the breakers. He says if he hasn't got one, he's going to ring me and let me know, so I can get one of those ordered off of eBay. The front bracket inside here, Chris has straightened all that out, so it is all going really, really well. I've chucked the headlight back in this side, so in a minute we're going to move on, try the passenger side wing, get that fitted, passenger side headlight, get it all lined up, then we'll put the front bumper on and actually have to put it all together just to see if this needs any adjustment. We have put it back on the paint lines, but this is from a different car, so obviously there is always that element that it might have been slightly at a different position. So we will just crack on, get it all together, and then I'll come back with an update and let you know whether we've got to move that or not anyway. I say, like, anybody could do the repairs on these cars themselves, and I just wanted to show you how simple something like that door was. Chris is just getting ready to lift it off, and there you go. You got the pin on the top of that one and the hole in that one, and literally you got that hole there and the pin there, and one plug and the check strap. We've got the new door there, and Chris is, I might have to help him a little bit line it up, but he's actually going to demo chucking that on. You all right with that, mate? What do you need, me? So you just got to line those pins up. You can just hold it, that's it. And there you go, that is on there. We'll now plug the wires in. Yep. We get those wires plugged in. Get the check strap on there, but check that out. The new door is on. And look at the colour match. Fantastic. So the only bit we've got to have repaired now is that wheel arch and a couple of other minor marks around the car, like the passenger door handle. The driver's side mirror I've noticed is a bit scuffed, but I will be giving it a good, obviously taking it down to valeters I won't get them to dress it all up and dress the tyres, but I will give it a good wash because it does give you a better indication of what it does need. So moving on to the front, I've just started placing the wing on there. I've not bolted it up or done anything yet because Chris needed this door open and I can't mess around and line up the wing with that door open. But I've just popped the headlight in there, bolted it up. That also helps with the alignment. So we are really moving on with it. It's been amazing, this car. Do you know, I know I keep going on about it, but I'm so happy with how quick and easy this car has pulled together. We've literally had this car, well, we're back on Monday now, so I bought it on Tuesday, started work on it last week, and it's just, everything's come undone, everything's been really simple, and finding those bits in colour has been incredible. Let's stop waffling on and carry on. So pretty much getting there with it now, really happy with it. You would have seen there on the time lapse, me and Chris opening, shutting the bonnet. I lost count how many times we've done it. Just trying to get the gaps uniform all the way around. I've nipped the bumper up this side and put both bolts in it, but the other side I've only put one in there. You can see there's a little bit of a gap here. There's a big gap under here and here. So I haven't actually put the bolt in there because I do need to undo that to put the splash guard in, and also I need to put that ECU carrier in there. But as you can see, it's all very nice all the way along, and it's come out really well. And that back door, it has got a little dig in it there, which is a shame, but it is quite an old car. That's probably not something that I'm going to get done. We'll see when we get to the paint shop how much he wants. If I can add that in on the job without him charging any more, then I will do, you know me. But car looks really nice. I wasn't going to do this walk around it just yet. I am actually just going to whip it outside, give it a quick wash, and then we'll come back with a bit of an update. But quite a lot of you picked up on this, and it was a advisory in the MOT, but I will be getting that sorted out and getting that replaced. Let's get it outside, give it a nice wash, and see what it comes up like. So, it's ready for the paint shop. Just give it a quick wash, nothing exciting, just to get the most of that grime off of it. It's quite horrible when you're working on it and you look at your hands and they're absolutely filthy, and most of it was on the outside. But I won't keep saying how chuffed I am with this car. I think each and every one of you can hear it in my voice and see it every time. But yeah, look at it. So quick. Getting those bits in colour really did pay, and I will keep saying it and I will keep going on about it. Any single one of you can buy a car like this at this bargain price and repair it yourself. You don't have to rush, you know, you're not doing it for a living. You can buy one of these cars that needs a wing, 2 doors, and buy the car and just keep looking out for those bits in colour, and eventually they will come up and you can just tinker around. This is all nuts and bolts. I'm not on about buying something heavily damaged that needs a pull, but genuinely a little car like this, absolutely anybody could have bought this car and repaired it themselves. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I think we're going to run it down the paint shop tomorrow. I'm going to drop it off there. it's got that wheel arch, definitely wants doing. It's a real eyesore, and now that door's on there, it makes it look even worse. So we need to get that done. It's got a couple of very, very minor little chips in the bumpers, which I'll touch up myself. It needs a good polish. It's got a lot of handprints and imperfections in it. And a couple of the wheels, like this one here, is quite curbed up quite bad. So we'll whip that over to Smarts and have that done. The other thing that I'm going to have done that I did not intend to have done is that front bumper. Quite a lot of you that are, you know, in the trade or not may even already know the bumpers do go off colour because they're plastic and the car's metal, and that does look quite bad there. When you look at it, it does look slightly off, but when you're in the workshop it looks identical, but it has got a couple of little marks around it. I'm undecided. Let me know if you think I should have the front bumper done and that back wheel arch. It's probably going to be he's probably going to charge me £100 to do that wheel arch. Yeah, I could probably give him 150 and he'll blow that front bumper in, and it'll just, you know, it will finish it off and it'll bring it back to life. But when you look from here and you look at that edge of the bumper and the bonnet, it's absolutely fine. When you move around here, again, it still does look slightly off colour. So yeah, that is pretty much it. The inside of it is filthy and it does need a good clean. Guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. I really do hope you enjoyed this. I think the smile on my face shows every time. I know I'm going to have a nice little profit out of this car, and it's been very, very simple, very easy and very quick. It's just the waiting for the logbook. But, you know, I have always had that, and no doubt I am always going to have that. I'm waffling on as usual. Guys, check out the merch. The link is in the description. They've got the beanie hats in there. The website's back up and running, and the summer baseball caps are in there available as well. Like, subscribe and share. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you very soon in the next one.